Hey guys, this is gamercal, and I think I can hear some echo for this, but oh well. This is oh no, it's not that, it's something else. Right, yeah, this is a completely random thing which I wasn't ever planning on doing, but I managed to get an extra clear on Imperishable Night without actually really knowing very much about it, but I really don't know enough on this one to do strategy notes for it, so basically I'm going to use this video as a method to, give the life update stuff that I wanted to do earlier but couldn't because of various circumstances. Yeah, I'm going to be rather busy in the next few weeks with university stuff. I have a gigantic literature review which I need to be doing stuff for, and there are games and stuff coming out, and I will still be doing videos, but I won't be doing them quite as often as I have been. I have actually been updating fairly regularly. That might not be the case over the next few weeks. We'll see how it goes, because I do still have the stuff for Mario Galaxy. I have it all recorded, I just need to edit it, so hopefully we can do that at some point soon and it'll be okay. And yeah, basically that's it. That's what I really wanted to say. I really wanted to just make sure that it was known that I am going to be rather busy over the next few weeks. So yeah, on to the stage a little bit. Yeah, this, as you've seen, there is a lot of aimed fire in this stage, and yeah, we're at mid-boss now. It's kind from before, except you haven't really seen this yet. Yeah, that's the other thing I'm going to try and do. You've seen I am attempting to do my one continue clear, 1cc of normal mode or UFO. I'm going to try and do that for just about all of the others. I can't do Mountain of Faith, and I haven't managed Subterranean Animism yet, but I will attempt to do those and upload those too. So basically I am going to get 1cc runs of all of the Touhous on my channel at some point. Now, for some reason, I can't capture any of Kind's spell cards. I have managed to capture this one at least in practice mode, but I haven't managed to capture it here. And that's really annoying. It's also really annoying that I just missed it there, because that basically took up both of my bombs thanks to Imperishable Knight's death bomb system, and that pretty much screwed me over. So I thought, stuff it, usually I end up accidentally hitting, Alice's bomb there, and Alice's bomb is really weak compared to the Master Spark, so I just went for unfocus, went for the Master Spark, and there we go. Yeah, I will probably explain this again when I actually do Imperishable Night 1cc, but obviously you control two characters as the standard for this, depending on whether you're focused or unfocused. And, Alice is the primary one which is used here, only because I need to focus a lot in this one. I'm trying to remember what actually happened here now. Did I get this done right, or did I have to bomb this? I had to bomb it this time, because I saw I got myself walled, so it was just stuff it, we'll just bomb that. If I can keep one bomb aside for, death bomb purposes, then that's still perfectly fine. And then there's this fairy. I think it's often, denoted as the death fairy for good reason as well. It's pretty freaking lethal. But it's okay for Alice at least if you just move around that tiny spot in the bottom there. And yeah, I skipped the text because I wasn't interested in the text again. I played this stage about 5 or 6 times I think first. I don't even know. We'll see when I get to the first spell card how many times I've actually gone to Moko. Yeah, here we go. 5 times. That's how many times it's taken me to actually clear this stage once I've reached Moko. Anyway, I don't capture this one this time. I can't consistently capture most of the spell cards, and it's really, really annoying. As with all extra bosses, Moku in spell card form is resistant to bombs, so the bombs only clear the bullets and help you survive, I guess, but all of her non-spells are based on these charms here, which they get rather annoying considering she, Alice is a really not, really low range. It's not very handy, but that's nothing I can really do much about. I just have to play it as I do, and yeah, I actually captured this card this time. I was quite happy at that. I've finally gotten my technique to work for this. Basically the idea is to lure the phoenixes, and that's not that difficult to do. It's just awkward because sometimes they end up not, if you move too early, they'll end up spawning right in the middle of this wave here, the gap that you've got, and you end up completely killing yourself. However, that didn't happen here, so yay, we caught a card. That's pretty good. Okay, so this is not exactly that difficult, considering I've been playing Nu for quite a while, and Nu does very similar things to this. I think Flandre does similar things as well, but of course, because I say it's simple, that's where I die. It is after 1 o'clock at night. I am getting kind of tired at this point, so, I'm narrating this straight after playing as well. It's quite bad, but this isn't a difficult spell card, actually. I've not failed this today. I've played it, as you see, 3 times, so it's this pretty solid card to, capture, and you get a bomb afterwards because she now changes her attack pattern. And she has, faster purple charms and slower red charms, and you've just got to be a little bit careful. Just try and make sure you don't get caught in the overlaps, and I think it's okay. There we go. This spell card looks like absolute hell until you actually work out what to do. If you sit round about where I am now, you don't actually get caught by the waves which are coming down. So the only waves that you actually have to avoid are the red ones that come from below. Just be a little bit careful because she obviously has aimed fire coming at you as well, so, you've got to move a little bit, but yeah, this is where it starts getting harder on the non-spells as well, because she basically, yeah, you can see there's a clear difference in the speed now of the bullets, and yeah, I have to death bomb that, so it's annoying, but I'd rather death bomb than die, considering I've still got quite a few lives here. Okay, so this card looks impossible, but the trick, oh Jesus, that's slow frame rate. The trick is to move into the laser, pretty much as it's forming. If you move into where the laser is when it's forming, then it works really well. Hang on 1 sec, I'm gonna change something here. Where is it? Here. High performance. And up my screen brightness again. Okay, hopefully that's gonna go a bit better now. Yeah, I have my I usually have to have my laptop on high performance, so yeah, I didn't have it this time. Okay, so this is a really difficult non-spell to handle, and I end up just bombing it because I couldn't really see much of a way of doing that. This is the really annoying spell card. This is the only time I've ever captured it, and I think I've finally worked out just what I'm supposed to do, and it's pretty freaking crazy. Look how many bullets are around here. It's nuts. I don't know how I actually managed to get through that without dying, but I'm glad I did, because it means I actually captured a card that I've never captured before. And trying a solo Marissa run of that, I actually tried for, I think it was about 50 or 60 times and I didn't get that. Okay, so this is sort of basically the same as before, but it's made harder because of the increased speed. And there we go. Everlasting Phoenix Tail is actually not that hard, but I unfortunately don't capture it this time. It looks really scary, but those fire bullets don't really have a very large hitbox, so if you're good at reading, then, you can actually do this well. And yeah, I twitched to the right. It was a bad move, so oh well. You've just got to be careful with it, but now I'm totally screwed, because alright, I've got 4 lives, but I have no bombs, and this is flat out impossible. for me that I really don't get very far with it, but it's flat out not happening. So I basically just take a Master Spark to the face. I'd rather get one bomb done for that than, you know, screw it up. And then there's this card. This is the only card I've actually practiced properly. You know, I think I've practiced the first one a little bit, but this is the only one I've really spent time doing because it's insane. And you can see it here. You can see how fast those bullets are moving, and it's just crazy. And I couldn't move in time. I flat out could not move in time. So both of my bombs on this, you know, this life disappear to that. It's kind of gay, but to be honest, so long as I don't get the card. Yeah, that I don't understand what happened there, and that really pissed me off at the time because it was just shocking. So there's 2 spell cards left, and I have never played this one. You know, it's a survival card, so why I'm still shooting at this point I don't know, but I've completely blanked on how I should have been playing this. I should have been not moving nearly so fast, and I don't know why I tried to move up there, but I did. It completely failed, of course, so, you know, there was where good old, you know, bombing tactics come in, and I completely panicked at this, but I just didn't see how it was doable. And then, of course, moving back towards the center was an extremely bad idea there, so 3 bombs on this spell card is pretty horrendous. And it just goes on and on and on. But there we go. So then the last part of this, the last 30 seconds, is all about explosion time, I guess. So I learned my lesson a little bit from the first time. You know, it's the same general idea as the first one, so I learned my lesson a little bit, and yeah, we're basically just trying to lure them somewhat here. Make sure of and keep as many of them in the same place as possible, but it's not actually that hard, to be perfectly honest. This part is not as hard as it looks. And then her final spell card, which is an absolute bastard. And you've just heard a nick alert there, because I forgot to turn those off before recording this. How stupid am I? Yeah, this is flat out impossible. I don't know what I was trying to do there, that was just plain stupid, but this spell card is just nuts. And it gets progressively worse. Of course, this is her QED, or, you know, grudge bow equivalent, so it's supposed to be mad, but honestly now, it's utterly crazy. So I fend it off for a little bit, and then I stupidly get caught there. I don't know why I got hit there, to be honest. But as you can see, the space is getting progressively narrower, and yeah, flat out die. So I have 1 life left to try and do this now, and I was sort of panicking here, but you can see there was just no space to get through, so again, bombing that, and I was really concerned at this point, because I wasn't taking her health down particularly quickly, although it turns out that I actually am now, and that was it. I thought there was supposed to be a last word though, you know, but I'm not really complaining. I guess it's just because I didn't do it that well, but yeah, obviously this was the first time I cleared it, so this was the first time I saw the text and whatnot, but yeah, that's basically it, and that's really going to pretty much do this video, I suppose. So yeah, basically, apart from saying basically all the time, pretty much this was just a video to show off the fact that I've done this after just a few tries, but also that I might not be uploading quite so regularly for a while, you know, so you're forewarned. But yeah, not too bad for the end of that, to be honest, and this has been a pretty good time tonight, you know, just doing that. So this has been gamercal. You've been watching an extra playthrough on Imperishable Night. I might, if I get it done better and if I learn how to do the spells a bit more, I might do a second run of this where it's, you know, just the annotations and whatnot, but don't hold your breath. I'm probably not going back to Moku anytime soon now that I've actually done this. So yeah, see you guys.